everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And we're in here with my so-called, or the name that I gave it was my Bigfoot battery, because it's a big battery. You want to see how big it is? Look at compared to my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hands long. So I moved this battery in here. And it is a smart battery. It does have Bluetooth. It's got a 300 amp BMS. It's a lot more battery than I need in here, but I had no place else I could think to put it. So I put it in here. Now I plan on actually leaving this here. Now I got a couple of these big solar panels here, and these are 440 watt solar panels. There's a lot of power coming in on those. I got one inside here because I didn't need two of them to run, to charge this battery, when all it runs is that pump, this fan, and that light. Now this fan has a thermostat setting on it, and I set it. Okay, I turned this off. So I have it on so it runs and blows cool air over here. It keeps everything cool because there's glass behind those shades, and the heat coming in is a little bit much. Now in the winter time, I don't want that pump freezing during deep freezes or the pipes or anything freezing. So I added a magnetic light here. And I'm using, instead of using a LED bulb to save electricity, I got a 60 watt incandescent bulb in there, and it puts off heat. So when it gets colder in the winter, I can actually move that down here closer to the pump and leave the light on all night long just to keep a little bit of warmth around my pump so I don't have to worry about that freezing. Now right now, this is my stats here. So I'm on absorb, and I've got only 121 watts being fed to the system because it doesn't need any more than that. And 14.6 volts in the battery. So the battery's fully charged, and it doesn't need any more. And I've produced 1.4 kilowatt hours. That's 1,400 watts, watt hours, for just today, and it's not over yet. I mean, the sun is still high in the sky. So I've got plenty of power to go. And what I plan on doing is, you see this is an old box and it has some connectors on it. So this runs all the way along this wall. So I'm thinking that either I might, first of all, this GFCI has got to go into there because it's at a wet location or water location, so I should have a GFCI on there. I didn't have time to switch it over when I was putting this all together, so it's in here still. So I'll switch those two from one to the other. But I'm going to take another piece of conduit, run from here into this box on this end, and then I'll connect the power from this sub panel, which is separate from the cabin. I only have one breaker on here right now, a 20 amp breaker. So I still have another 20 here, and then I have a 240 volt breaker right there. So this one will power just this one wall. And that's what I do most of my main work. So that will all run off of this one battery, and that doesn't run off of the cabin. I've never had any problems with not having enough power to do whatever I want to do all day long here in the shop. But hey, I got the extra power, so why not? Because down the line, I could always switch that out again. Just disconnect the wire that runs this way and reconnect the wire that's down that end that runs this way. And then I can put a conduit from here out the wall, and when I get my guest cabin built, I'll be able to use this to power the guest cabin. So I'll have a 20 amp breaker in there and a 15 amp breaker, one for lighting and one for standard electricity. So if somebody comes to stay over and they're here for the weekend or for the week, and they can charge their cell phones and that stuff right in their own little private cabin, and don't have to worry about anything. And they'll be right next to the water pump, so all I have to do is splice into the output line and bring water into the cabin. Now we'll have to add a water heater into that cabin, but hopefully things will get better here in the next year or two with more income from YouTube, and we'll see. You guys need to start sharing and telling your friends, hey, help this guy out, just sign up, go subscribe, let's run his subscribership up, and you know, give me some more views, things like that. It all helps. And when YouTube sees that, it adjusts their algorithms and they say, hey, this guy's doing really well. So I don't post BS stuff like a lot of the people out there that are trying to get viral videos so that they can get paid for a viral video. And they don't care if they lie to you people out there. I won't do that. I want to give you guys straight, honest to goodness information. So that's about it. I'm going to skip past videoing as I walk out of here. I'm going to pause and I'll get back to you at the next place. Okay, everybody, I'm back, and we're out here at the battery room now and checking on things, and we're at 100% on all the batteries, and that one's already at 100% also. This one's not on a charger right now, but I think I might end up setting it up so it charges from that charge controller up there, which is handling the other battery down below only. So having that little extra jump, I can just put jumpers from that battery up to that battery, and that'll be fine. It'll charge the two of them together in parallel. So I might have to use no, that's not a smart battery, and that's not a smart battery, so I shouldn't have to use the parallel mode on those two. So just wanted to show you that. Sun Gold Power working like a charm. Powered by WattCycle. They make a good pair. And my little electric heater in the cabin keeps the cabin nice and cozy all night long. But last night it didn't come on because I had windows open. It was a little on the warm side. And I checked the weather app before bed, and there was no mention of any weather coming through or anything like that. But in the middle of the night, I was awakened by raindrops kept falling on my head. I had the window right at the head of my bed open to get a little cool air in there because, like I said, it was a little on the warm side. And it started raining. And then all of a sudden, the sky opened up just as I slid the window shut. And it really poured for about 20 minutes. I got 3/100ths of an inch. So, got water in the barrel, got water in the barrel. I got water. Oh, have to transfer more down to the garden. So, 3/100ths of an inch, not a super lot of water, but it's welcome. And total surprise, didn't expect it. Now, I've got some rain clouds down there in the mountains, but again, there's nothing on the weather app saying anything about any weather supposed to come through here. But that's okay. I'll be happy to be woken in the middle of the night and surprised by some more rain coming down. So let's come down and see how the garden's doing. I was down this way earlier to make sure that everything was okay. And I remembered I left my pump out, and I also left the hose in the top of this one, knowing So that means that the cover is off. And on my way back up to the cabin, I'm going to put that cover on, because it's not unheard of for mice to climb up there and try to get through the hole to get a drink of water, fall inside and drown. And then you got dead rodent floating in your water. Don't need that. So I will get that put on in a minute. So let's go in here. Yeah, it looks like everything is well soaked, so we're just fine in here. Doesn't need anything to be watered. My 2 pears are still here. There's a pair of pears. Huh. There you go, a pair of pears. The other plants are looking really good. Got another blossom on this pepper plant right there. And looks like I got one on that one and that one also. And then the broccoli is coming up. I got 1, 2, 3 on the broccolis. But the new seeds haven't sprouted yet. And don't know if they will or not, because the ground temperature has to be above 60 degrees for that to happen. And let's see, I got my thermometer here, and it's reading the air temperature at about 55. It needs the needle needs to get up to that red marker right there. And it looks like it's going downward instead. So yeah, the ground may be too cold to germinate seeds. Oh well. It won't be the first time I've done that at this time of year. And then next year, all of a sudden when the ground warms, I get plants sprouting up all over the place, and I'm going, what the heck is that? What did I plant there? Just one of those things. Gotta get in here and do some cleanup. I got a bunch of new blossoms on this. I'm pretty sure this was cantaloupe. Yeah, we'll see. Got quite a few blossoms on it. Got like 6 on that stem there, and there's another 3 here, and a couple more sprouting out there. So who knows? It's getting a little late in the year, but I'd still like to see something come off of that. It looks like I got another panel popped out there, so I have to get a couple more spring clips in there. I got plenty from the ones that blew out up here, and there's still some clipped up there too. I can just get my ladder, get up there and pop those out and use those. And my misting sprayer pipe disconnected and fell out of there, so I'll put that inside the plumbing area and might be able to use it down the line. All right, so this is where I got the tarp, or the shade cloth, the big pile of shade cloth. The heck was that? Huh. So yeah, I got the shade cloth here. I didn't get to go up and get the other one because it rained last night, and things would be muddy. And also, I don't know how much rain they got up that way compared to what I got down here. It was nice. I love that sound of rain when you're in bed nice and warm and cozy under the covers, and you can hear the rain outside. Thunder and lightning was pretty active too. And I checked the news report this morning, and a lot of residents in the area, in the local towns, said that it caught them by surprise too, and there was major flashes of lightning, just big things. And there was pictures on the news app too, so pretty amazing. So everything looks like it survived out here. So I'm going to pack this in, go in and edit it and get it put together and posted so you guys can see what's going on. I want to thank you all for joining me. Don't forget questions and comments down below. Don't forget to share, subscribe, thumbs ups, all that kind of stuff. And memberships, join a membership and get a hold of some good stuff coming up. And I got to start thinking about what I'm going to do with all the extra LifePo 4 batteries I've been getting for testing. And because I'm going to be a WattCycle person myself, so I've got some other batteries that I will be needing to get rid of, and I could sell those at a discount with no tax, because you just come and pick them up, and if they have to be shipped, you pay the shipping. It's that simple. Anyway, we'll see what happens with all of that, and I might even get Sherry the secretary involved in auctioning some of that stuff and see if we can't get some income from that, because they're not doing me any good just sitting there collecting dust, right? I still have the boxes for them, so I could just charge them down to their lower than 50% so that they can be shipped, and pack them back up in their original boxes and that stuff. So, brand new batteries, only used to shoot the unboxing and duration tests. So that's all, everybody. Thanks for joining me. G Bear signing off.